sure committee reports are getting done. The real work is in the committees and in the Senate. And me as vice president, I'm a very detail-oriented and thorough person, and I feel vice president and being the chairperson of the Senate, I'll be able to enact that real change that all these other candidates have talked about. Thank you.
Hello again. The reason that I'm running for treasurer is because going into this position, I feel like it's best if you have someone who's already has some experience. And as I've served this semester and the previous semester as a Merit School business rep, I really feel like I have a good understanding of the inner workings of our student government. And I think by sort of working my way up as opposed to just diving straight in, I think I have a better chance to succeed than possibly some of my competitors. And along with this, not only do I have experience by being a business student for the past 6 semesters and taking all of those business classes, Accounting 1, Accounting 2, OPRE, Finance, Management, even your basic math classes. Through that, and along with my professional experience in my sort of working career, I feel like I'm the strongest candidate for a financial position such as treasurer. Thank you.
All right, guys. Good evening again. Actually, I think though, like one of my main things to run is the fact of the matter is I want to actually do something instead of just going to school or whatever, get involved. And to me though, for the last semester, man, I just didn't do nothing, man. I just went to class. I didn't go to the block parties or nothing. I didn't just do all the fun things that, of course, that like we should do. And I just think now's the time, because like with the changes going on and everything, just now that we, of course, like changed the purpose, the plan, the biggest thing is we can still try to create a vision for us as students. And I think now's the best time to run, because like with the new board, it's time for change. And I think that I can bring about change, and I think that like one of the biggest things is I just love money, and I can still pretty much like for the most part though, for the budgets, I can try to make sure that you guys are getting the most money. Thank you.
The next question is for all the candidates. SGA is being restructured to a 2-branch government. How does this benefit students? Keenan?
All right. Being the branch of the Senate and executive branch, I believe it allows the Senate, without the executive branch, to really collect surveys and data of things that the students want. As of now, I would say it's just all running around trying to figure out what's best for this person, what's best for the students. When it's a Senate level, it allows the students to survey and see what's something new that the students want to bring here. Allows for the Senate to work together, and then allows the Senate to bring that to the executive board, and then work together to implement things that the students want. Let's survey our students and ask them how can they get involved with bringing new ideas to the students, and let's ask the students of ideas of what should be done with the old lawsuit. But I believe it really allows the Senate as well as the Senate board to really get out there, survey the students, and ask them what they want to see happen on campus, something that's not being done. It also allows for better transparency and visibility amongst the student government. Right now, if you ask half the people in this room where student government is located, what's the phone number, what's the email, a lot of people don't know. But I believe with this structure, it allows for everyone from the president on down to the freshman rep to really be out there, really be chanting for the students, really be out there pretty much collecting the surveys and the data that the students want to see brought forth to the school.
Okay. Like Keenan said, for the surveys, that's really going to be beneficial, but also we're going to be able to take the information that we gain from you and put it to use, put it to work. We're going to be able to create bills and pass laws that's going to help us better our future at UB. Collecting surveys is all good. We've done a couple surveys this year, but we haven't really put it to use. So definitely what Vincent said earlier, just the detail-oriented, getting things done for you.
Well, as a chair of the committee who are responsible for this change, I can really assure you the new structure will be really beneficial to the students. Some of the ways will be that students will have more representation, obviously. We will have senators representing each school, 2 per school, 2 different senators, all the way from law school now, and all the way to freshman rep. Before, law school was not represented in our government because SBA had backed out, but now everybody's one government under one roof. That's more highly beneficial to the students. It would give them more voice. It would give us more checks and balances. The Senate going to the exec board going to Senate. It would make sure that everybody who is in office does active work. And really, it takes us right back to what our mission is. We are the student government of University of Baltimore. We're not SEB. We're not out there giving out free pizza or holding free events. Yes, we can do that in order to get surveys and feedbacks from individuals and students, but that's not really our mission. That's the Student Events Board's mission. And our mission is to be representing you, the students of UB, and now representing everybody, all the way from law school to freshmen. So that's how it's more beneficial to the University of Baltimore students.
So the idea of the legislative and executive branches is really good for us, especially because it creates a bigger voice for our student body by giving them more of a collective power to go about creating change and creating more opportunities for their student experience here on campus. And that also brings about not just change for this upcoming year, but for the years that follow. And that's the most important thing.
To be honest with all of you, I can't stand up here and put a smile on my face and be honest and say this new structure is going to be beneficial 100%. It hasn't happened yet. But if I'm elected as vice president, I can do my darnest to make sure that every senator does a constituent report every week. I can make sure every senator is serving on their one committee. I can make sure that the secretary is being involved in, and now we have an option in our Constitution for students to come and speak in Senate meetings with allotted 5 minutes and get 3 minutes more allotted time by the Senate. I can make sure those things can happen. You know, change is a good thing. Yes, this new structure is a good thing, but it really comes down to how's it going to work day in and day out. And I believe I have that experience to do that, and that's how it's going to be beneficial. Thank you.
So my sort of thing with this new structure with the legislative and executive branch, I think it's going to be beneficial because now the Senate can go out and do their constituent reports and find with their constituents what their main issues are. But currently the way it was working is those things would come in and you'd have such a small group to sort of put something into place to change those problems. It was fairly difficult. So with this new structure being put into place, the Senate can pull in the constituent report and see what are actually the problems that are facing the students. And then from that, the executive board can take over and sort of put a plan together to actually make the changes as opposed to just becoming aware of the changes. It sort of seems how it is right now. So I think with this new restructure, I think the biggest benefit is not only is it pulling it in, but putting responsibility on the exec board to actually see that these changes are followed through on, as opposed to right now where it's sort of a free-for-all.
Good evening. So pretty much like saying the same thing, but I see here, however, I think the main reason for change was that pretty much the fact that, like, you guys did all the surveys and everything, and for some reason things were not getting done. So I think this change will bring about. I think the change will just bring about surveys, and we can create the feedback, and we can try to figure out like what, of course, should be done and what you guys should be trying to, of course, spend all of the student fees for. And again, the change just goes back to the vision. It goes back to putting the power into like your hands so that you guys do have a voice, you guys do have a say, and it's just students should be getting what students want, and I will try my best to of course just make sure that the clubs get the fees that they should.
Thank you. Now we would like to hear from our senators. Would anyone running for Senate like to stand up, state your name, mention your platform, and why we should vote for you? I will begin with the College of Arts and Science Senator candidates. You could just stand up. Yes, you can speak. Just take a couple minutes. You can state your name, platform, why you're running.
My name is Anne Margaret Salenka. I'm running for the College of Arts and Sciences Senate position, undergrad, and I'm running because I want to see a more nurturing environment on campus. I feel that a lot of the students are not very caring towards each other and very hostile, so I want to start seeing a change made there, and I want to see people come together in the community to bring back activities that encourage students and encourage them in their academic years at UB, and just getting the overall opinions of the students, not taking them for granted, and just implementing the opinions of the students to make positive changes for the UB community. Thank you.
Anyone else from College of Arts and Sciences present? State your name.
My name is Victoria Johnson, and I'm running for Senator of the College of Arts and Science. And the reason that I'm running, and I think we heard this time and time again, is that many of us don't even know where the SGA board is located at. And I think it's time to change that. I think that we need to bridge a gap between the students and the executive branch. And I would like to become like the eyes and ears so everyone can, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, but I would like to make a way to effectively communicate with the executive branch and start implementing policies that best fit UB students.
Arts and Sciences, stand up, please.
Hello, my name is Calvin Patu, and I'm running as a Senate for the College of Art and Science. I'm really trying to, this semester was my first semester of my second semester here at UB, and I haven't, based on my short of time here, I haven't really seen how students, basically I'm speaking for the voice of those students who are not heard. Most of the time, the people who are heard are the most outgoing or the most connected, and I'm here to support and give a voice to everybody who's not heard, who has ideas but cannot be heard just because he's not popular or she's not popular. So I'm here to give a voice to everybody, and everybody needs to get connected. So.
Anyone else? Cam, you get up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akamini Isak. I go by Cam. I'm running for office position because I believe SGA needs a different face, a different voice, a different viewpoint, and I believe I can present that. And I would like to encourage every student to participate in the student government.
Thank you. Anyone else from College of Arts and Sciences? Merrick School of Business?
Hello, my name is JD Parton. I'm running for Senator of the Merritt School of Business. You can easily find me at the Career Center. I actually work there, and I hear a lot of your concerns while I am there. There's a lot of people who don't know the facilities that are available to students at the University of Baltimore. Due to lack of communication between students, they also don't know or recognize that there are people out there to help you, including faculty and graduate students that can mentor you throughout your undergraduate experience. I want to be senator because I want to be able to give a positive customer service to students. Rather than just hearing your opinions and taking those into actions, I want to also let you be aware of the things that are available to you. A lot of people don't know what the Career Center really has to offer. A lot of people don't know about the counseling services. And Also, what CSI can really do for you. I know these different areas of the school already, and I can easily direct people. And I also help whenever I can, so feel free to talk to me even if I'm not senator. Thank you.
Thank you. Merrick School of Business?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Adnan. I'm running for undergrad senate for the Merrick School of Business. My reason for running is I've seen most of the businesses are not really engaged with the SGA or being involved, and they're sometimes busy, so I want to represent them so they can get more involved. They're paying student fees, everybody's paying student fees, so let's try to get that they get their money back, or so they get involved in the SGA and other campus activities available. There's different ways of getting involved, and I want to make sure that business students get that money back. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Guscott. I'm running for undergrad School of Business Senate seat, and it's my first semester here. And when I was looking into schools where to transfer after BCCC, I was really excited about finding UB, the school that works. I work full-time. I'm in school full-time. I'm also a mom. And this school really spoke to me because it really seemed like it would be a perfect fit, and it really is. And I gushed about the school to everybody. And I moved immediately to the community because I really wanted to be part of this neighborhood. I mean, it's a great area. I love it here. And I really want to, I'm excited that there's this new platform for a feedback system between students and faculty. And I would love to share my enthusiasm with the people who can make changes and the people who want changes. I think there's a lot of opportunity here in Mount Vernon / Bolton Hill / Charles Village. There's so many great things going on here, and I just think there's a great opportunity for a student unity. I love the student body. I love talking to people, meeting new people. Everyone's story really inspires me and really motivates me. It's hard to keep going at your current rate and trying to get better at the same time, so I think I can relate to pretty much everybody I meet here. So I hope you'll let me represent you.
Thank you. Anyone else from Merrick School of Business? Anyone present from the College of Public Affairs?
Undergrad?
Both. Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and pardon my back to speak to the rest of the body. However, my name is Cornell Lynch. You will not see my name printed on the handouts that you have. It's just an omission, but nonetheless, you should have a flyer that says my name. Graduate student for the College of Public Affairs as well. So why do I want to do this? Why do I want to represent you all? Why do I want to represent on behalf of the graduate students who not all the time get a chance to share their perspective, their point of views with the executive body, with the entire school on behalf of SGA? Because if you look at the overall point of view or perspective, everyone wants to be involved, everyone wants to be able to have their voice heard, everyone wants that tangible connection to say they're fighting on behalf of me. So given that I'm pursuing a master's in public administration with an emphasis in policy, I want to be that force, I want to be that voice that says, hey, I'm here, I'm fighting for you. I want to be able to motivate the body and empower everyone as a whole. So that's my platform. This is why I'm doing it. Hopefully you all understand that and see that I will be able to graduate students, creating a mentorship as well as being able to still keep graduate students who either just crossed the threshold or who have recommitted themselves after years of employment and finding their way back into the school system. Thank you. Cornell Anthony Lynch.
College of Public Affairs.
Hi everybody, my name is Chikangula Linton. You see me as Chuck. Looking around here, I think I'm the grandfather of everybody. I do have 6 grandsons, no girls, all boys. I was approached to run for the seat because I was informed that there is now a new restructuring that puts the executive board and 15 members of the Senate. So I thought it was a good idea. I don't know where it came from, but sounded good to me. And I said, okay, I'll get in. But I wanted to know what the role of the Senate was. And I thought, well, from what I know over my years, that the Senate is to legislate issues of concern. And that is issues of concern to the overall student body of UB. All of us. This is one big community. And work closely with the university. Even though we are a student body, we have to somehow work with the university as well. So why I'm running, another reason is that I bring a wealth of experience to the Senate seat. I bring a little bit of old wisdom and common sense to resolve some issues. Many students approach me, and I'm just a graduate student. I graduated, did undergrad here as well. But after 37 years of being absent from the academia world, I'm back, and I've done what I said I was going to do. I think it's important to understand the university, the system, and how to work within it. You have to really work within it in order to be able to bring about some effective change. Otherwise, you'll just become a rah-rah-rah. I like to see that we can be able to work towards a productive Senate that produce good, effective results for the students. Not just the students, university community all over, and the surrounding community that we're sort of like an inner city university surrounded by a big city. And we need to go ahead and take the necessary action to increase security. Since I've been to this school, there are all kinds of shooting and ladies being molested, and I think that the Senate should get involved and see if we can do something and get the job done. That's my objective.
Thank you. Anyone else from College of Public Affairs? Is anyone present from the School of Law?
It's kind of cramped. Just real quick, is anyone here from the School of Law? Like, that's a student? Right. That's the problem. My name is Michael Stone. I'm running for a Senate position representing the School of Law. This structural change represents a big opportunity because I'm an import to this school and I love this school. But what I've noticed is that when you come here and you go to the law school here, we're somehow not part of the greater campus. We're of the law school. When you see events, a lot of times the general campus gets advertisements for events and those big billboards that you see when you walk into buildings. We don't see all of those. We see a couple. And this is a problem, especially when we're supposed to be working together, working with administration, trying to get things done. You know, if you have a large chunk of your student population that, for better or worse, doesn't know what's going on, you're losing a lot of that support, a lot of that voice that would otherwise help you. So, I want to run for that because A, I want to bring the voice of the law school to the greater campus because I think we're all stronger that way. B, I want to have some exposure to how the student government runs in this school because in doing research for this, I had a lot of trouble figuring out minutes of meetings or what decisions are made or even what powers they have. And quite frankly, this needs to change. So that's my platform. I want representation and I want exposure. Thank you.
Thank you. Is anyone present from the sophomore class Senate?
Hello, everybody. My name is John Rodriguez, and I'm running for sophomore senator. What I want to do is pretty much I want to eliminate the passive-aggressive ways of the past, and I feel like the senators are definitely a step towards the future because a lot of times when they talk about the surveys and everything, I see those posted on the billboards and everything, but that's not enough. We need someone actually stepping in the classrooms, if on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, that can actually talk to people face to face and get things done. Because surveys are nice and all, but you actually need people talking to people. And I think that's what's definitely going to change things and make more student involvement. Because I honestly I'm one of those people who can't tell you where the SGA building is and what the phone number is. And that needs to change. This is my first year here, and student government is a great way to just get things interlinked and make sure that people do know what they can do and have all the resources at hand. And that's what I plan to do.
Thank you. I will now take questions first from the 5 clubs sponsoring this event located on the brochure. You may ask questions specific to one candidate or all candidates or candidates running for the same position. So is anyone here from the Criminal Justice Association that would like to address? Anyone from Black Student Union present? Okay. Miriam?
We didn't per se gather a question, but now that we're here, we have decided to ask one. As you are...
Who is this addressed to?
Everybody. Whoever wants to answer the question. A lot of you on the board have experience and have already ran for the position and are in the position. You have developed relationships, whether they be good or bad relationships, with some of the higher members here at the University of Baltimore. If you have already represented yourself, how can we expect you to change the things that you are saying you're going to change? It is more than just words, it's about action. And we feel in our discussions that that's what lacks as part of the SGA is action. You know, what are some dates that you plan on implementing some of these things that you're talking about? What are some times you have goals? You know, what are these things in which you are trying to implement? I hear a whole bunch of change, but what exactly are you trying to change? And how are you going to rebuild the relationships that have already been built with the people that are higher, that you say you're going to get these things done for? I mean, you say that you're going to talk to these people and you're going to hear us out as students and you're going to get them to change things, but when? And who are you talking to? And what are their responses? I feel like as a student, we need to hear those things, and that's something that's missing.
Any candidates? There's a 2-minute time limit.
I'll holler, man. Talking about changing and what can you do and when can you do it. Surprisingly, Mr. Michael Stone said it, and Quinn Owen said it was a partnership. I believe you said a partnership between the grad and undergraduate, and I believe you were saying making the law school more visible or whatnot. That's one of the things that I'm promoting, is some type of partnership between the grad school, between the law school, between the undergrad. Because right now I feel like we're so divided. They do their own thing, we do our own thing. And if we could have some type of partnership, I think that would be in the best interest. How would I do it? First is getting students aboard. Do you want the partnership? I mean, I think we should have a partnership, but first, is it something as a student you think you would benefit from? Also, informing you of the benefits of why there should be a partnership. Also, working with the members of the government association, let them know, right now there's no partnership between the grad and undergrad and law school. Let's push for this, and then present it to our advisors, the assistant dean of students, and the dean of students, and say, look, we did our research. We did more than just survey. We went out there, we asked students, what kind of partnership do you want? Who would you like to be mentoring with and whatnot? Have our research, have the data, and I think you'll get things done. I think one of our problems was we said we wanted new things, said we wanted change, but we had no data to support what we wanted. And so I think that's one way of getting things done, is getting out there, collect the data from the students, give it to the administration, and I figure if administration sees, okay, the data's right here, it's done, it's probably, this is what the students want, this is the kind of partnership they want, we have no choice but to give it to them. And then get students to rally for that change, because once you give it to the administrations in their hands, but we need the students to come together and push and go to the administration and say, well, student government, they gave us surveys, they asked us what do we want, we told them what they want, they gave it to you all. Now, can you all act on it? Can you all get that done? So that's another thing, is getting the data, putting it in the right hands of the administration, and then working together with the students to make sure that it happens. So that's one.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. As I'm running for treasurer, it's going to be a slightly different answer than the president. But I'll go ahead and start with the relationship aspect. I personally feel that I have a very strong relationship with those up at the top. We sort of have a first name basis. I've gotten letters of recommendation from them. Kind of a little story real quick.